There we are. Hey, 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 everyone. Welcome to Three Things at Three. We're looking to see if we did it right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Whew. We did it again. So welcome everyone. This is Cheri from My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, and you are watching Three Things at Three, and you are joining me today in my sewing space because here in Utah, it was a beautiful snowy day for quite a while, and where I live and clear up into Cache Valley, there is snow. If you go about 20 minutes to the south, there's no snow, but that's what you get when you live in Utah. So I am happy to be here. I'm happy I'm not driving in it right now. So those of you that have places to go in the snow, I'm so sorry. Well, I am so happy to see all of my friends coming in here. We have Patricia and Janice and Gail and like Jane Doe from Mo that says, hey there. Hey, back to you. Hello, Joyce and Linda and Heidi. I know you said you had some rain this morning. I saw that comment on Comment Sold, and looks like it's clearing up. I know I talked to Kathy and Stacy today, and they live about an hour south of here, and they're like, blue skies, a little bit of rain. There's no snow now. So, and we also have this Great Salt Lake here in Utah, and we get that lake effect snow. So it depends on how the storm comes in. Sometimes they're the ones that get that lake effect snow. So, I love this, Christy from sunny Iowa. So much fun. Well, we're going to get started today. We have a lot to go over, and it is a fun Friday. Woo, woo, woo. And you are watching Three Things at Three, where thing number one is something to smile about. Thing number two, something to learn. And thing number three is your daily dill. I'm missing you, Abby. she, when we film in the studio, she's taking care of this now. All right, let's go.
Oh yeah, yes. So okay, we're rolling.
I'm going to Fayetteville now because it's beef barley soup in the house tonight with Clique-Zoo. That sounds delicious. Elisa, I lived in Cache Valley a long time. I knew that when it was snowing here, I woke up, we had like 2 or 3 inches. It's pretty wet snow, so it's compacted down. That's probably still what we have, even though it snowed most of the day. But yeah, Cache Valley, it never stops there. So I was like, I think I'll stay home today. And then Gail in Cottonwood Heights is like, it is gray skies, freezing cold, and snow on the ground. So that's just a different part of the valley here. It's crazy sometimes what it does. All right, everyone. So we have some funnies. You guys are going to have to laugh really hard so I can hear you on these ones because I thought they were pretty funny. They came from my friend Deb, who's on a plane. She's going to be landing in Salt Lake in a little bit to head on over to Seattle. But let's get up to these. There they are. All right, first one's off as a sewing one. Why are Christmas trees so bad at sewing? They always drop their needles. Allison, does your tree drop its needles? You never know, right? All right, the next one. May you live as long as you want and not want for as long as you live is an Irish toast. Bread, cinnamon, eggs, and maple syrup is a French toast. I love that one. I was like, yeah, got me. So that one was funny. I love Heidi. We need an update on Allison's tree. I don't think she's currently giving updates. She's just accepted it and loving it as it is now. She's reached her inner tree piece. So much fun teasing her about that tree. Yeah. Yep. William, you missed it. I'm in my sewing space today. So the snow scared me away. I was going to go up to Logan again and help ship and do 3 at 3 and come back, but it was snowing so hard this morning. And I just was like, no, I got a lot to do anyway. So I'm going to stay home. So you just get me. So that's the downside, is I'm not up there and can't grab someone to come and help us out today, but hopefully they're working hard getting orders shipped out and all of the stuff up there at the warehouse. All right, here's another funny. You ready for this? You all have to try this. Okay, promise you're going to try it. Here it comes. Not all humans can do this. Are you trying? If you think it is easy, recheck where the pinky is. All right. Who did it? Who tried this out? Were you like me? Did you do this? Barbara says she cannot do it, so you can't do this. Oh, there you go. I know that I was like, I can do it, but look, you have to do this and do this. All right. Oh, some are easy. Some are like, nope, not me, not me. Now, here's the real trick. Can you go right from a regular hand to that? Oh, Cheryl can do it with her left, but not her right hand. And Cindy's the same. Only one hand can do it. That's fun. That's kind of one of those fun things. Like, what causes that? How come some people it's just so easy? Oh, awesome. I hope everyone's trying this out. It's like a little join-in experiment, right? That's funny. Oh, I love seeing your answers. Stacy's like a nope. Stacy, you better practice. That's funny. All right. And Kathy says, no problem. Either hands and start that way, but don't ask me to roll my tongue. That is true. That's kind of like to tease my husband sometimes, because me and all of the kids can roll our tongues, but he can't. So it's genetic. So apparently that's one they got from me. William, a little handmade minty. Oh, you hold on to your socks, William. We got a minty for you today. I knew you would want one. Vicky says neither side, able to do both hands. Way funny. So there you go. There's your little party trick when you're going to your next Christmas party. Be like, hey, can you do this? But look, can you do this? Wiggling your ears. I can't do that either. That's fun. We're gonna have those hidden odd talent show. What can you do? What can't you do? I love those things about people and seeing how some people are like, that's so easy. Why can't you do it? And other people can't, just can't. So lots of fun. Hopefully you're enjoying that and you can try it with your family, the spouse, whoever can do it. All right, coming back to our jokes. I always forget it covers up the first part. I have to look at it because I can't remember how it starts, and it's so cute how it's worded. Excuse me, but you seem to be out of swizzle sticks. Not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse. So when you go and get your hot chocolate, if there's no swizzle sticks, start looking for mice, because maybe they took them all, because now they're not stirring. All right, our next one. She's my cousin from Florida. all our tropical peeps, Florida, Hawaii. These palm trees, I just don't know. I don't know. They're not Christmas, but man, I wish that's what I had. so we'll give it to you. We'll say like love on those palm trees, because we are so jealous that you are there with them, and we're here in the snow with a except for Allison with our regular shaped Christmas trees. All right, on to our next one. Oh, I thought I had one more. Maybe that was it. Did we do this one? Yep, we did that one. Okay, so that is all of our funnies for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. Hopefully you're not too frustrated trying to do this, right? A good thing to practice. Trudy wants to know what happened to Allison Street. Her husband went out and chopped a tree down. He went with the kids and went and got a tree, and it's just a little special. She trimmed it up. It got a little bit better, but none of the branches will hold any kind of ornament. And Allison has like gorgeous trees, and she does have another one in her house, but this one she gave the place of honor, and it's not holding up its end of the bargain. So it's a little bit of Charlie Brown would love on that Christmas tree for sure. Oh, so funny. It's so fun to tease her, because everyone knows how much she just wanted just her beautiful trees that she has. So Donna, hello. My Marine is actually home. He's been going to school. So he's just a reservist. And actually, he's on the other side of this wall behind me. So he is in there. He's in school, but today is like an off day, a day for them to study for finals. They finished classes yesterday, and he has finals next week. So that's great. And he just gets to go play Marine every once a month. I think he goes, I don't know if he goes down tomorrow. Maybe it's next week. I think it's tomorrow. He gets to go down and play Marines. All right. Yep. Trudy. Yes. Do send Allison your sympathy. Be like, Allison, I'm so sorry about your tree. And Donna, look, I put this on today and thought of you. Donna did these. Aren't they cute? Our little 3 things at 3 jackets. I love it. And it was a perfect day to pull it out and wear it. Yeah, duty weekends come by so fast. I know. I'm like, he did the Marine Ball was the last one, so that was an easy one. Maybe I'll see if he'll come in here in just a little bit. All right. So we are on to thing number 222. Let's get there. Whoa. 2. And look, I know. See how we don't have anything here when it's just me? I don't know what Abby does to hers, but I don't get the balloons. I don't get the fireworks. So it's just boring. Thing number 2. So for those of you who don't know, we just finished up about a week and a half ago with our Christmas club, and a lot of you participated, and it was a lot of fun. We did 4 different projects. We did a pillow, a tea towel, a little gnome, and we did a cookie keeper. And while we were doing the cookie keeper, we had some people that got a little bit frustrated with some of the steps, and Chris promised that I would do a tutorial, and I'm like, Chris, we did a 2-hour class. I don't think I can do a tutorial for 2 hours on 3 at 3. So what I decided to do is I broke it down and I looked at a lot of the comments, and the comment that I saw that kind of is the first frustration that people got to was installing a zipper. So we are going to go over the zippers today. And of course, we have to learn something. So we are going to pull up a Menti mainly because they're kind of fun. And we're going to give you some fun facts and learn a little bit about zippers. Okay, so let me share it with you. You'll be able to see it here, and then you will go on your phone and you will put in a Menti. You'll go to menti.com, menti.com. You don't have to do it. You can write your answers in the comments, but if you want to go to Menti, then we're able to see them in real time, and it does a little graph for us. So let me get to presenting this, and we're going to share this one. All right. Okay, so you should be able to see the Menti code. So you go to menti.com and use code 86487350. Okay, so once again, that is code number 86487350. Oh, there we go. We're getting some people in there. You can see how fun that is when you go into menti.com. If you're on your computer, you can just open another tab and go there. If you're on your phone, I know it's a little bit trickier. So if you want to just put in the answer in the comments, that's fine too. So our first question is, what year was the zipper invented? And we have the numbers 1893, 1923, 1851, and 1937 and 1955. And I'm looking for my cheater notes that I had, and I'm not seeing them. Well, we're going to have to go off of memory from this, which is okay. So, what year? We have a few of you in there. Oh, we just changed. The leaderboard has changed. So in first right now, we have 1923. Let's look at the comments and see. All right, there we go. Oh, so 1893. 1923. What are the numbers again? Let me give you the numbers, the code. And if someone wants to type it in, that would be great. 86487350. Maybe I can type it. We'll see. We'll give it to you. We'll give you another minute so everyone has a chance to get in there. 86. So 86487350. 8648 7350. All right. So there is that. You can get in there. 1851, 1917. Oh, thanks. Stacy and William both put that in there. Thank you, everyone. All right. And the website is Menti, menti.com. Okay. We're going to go to our next one. Oh, well, should we tell you first? Yeah, let's tell you. All right. So the zipper, the very first zipper was invented in 1851, and you might know who invented the zipper because it is also the same person who invented the sewing machine. Okay, so the first person to kind of have a zipper is Elias Howe, and he received a patent for an improvement in fastening for garments, but he didn't really ever market it. So he did get a patent on it. And our next question is going to be this one. What year did the zipper become commonly used? Okay, so that one's a little bit trickier. Probably more what you guys were thinking is, when did we start to see the zipper being used? So some are saying 1923. That's kind of our leader right now. Oh, there we come in. 1937's making a comeback. (1893), 1955. Oh, item 6. Don't vote for that one. I don't know how that one got there. All right, so 1923 is kind of looking like the winner. So I'm going to just tell you a little bit about this. So 44 years later, an inventor named Whitcomb Judson marketed a clasp locker, and it was used on shoes. And so he often gets the credit for being the inventor of the zipper, but it still didn't really catch on. And so in 1893, his patent did not use the word zipper, and he kind of debuted it at the Chicago World's Fair, and it just basically was a flop. It didn't really take off. So then in 1917, someone got hold of the zipper, Gideon Sundback, and he was hired by the Universal Fastener Company, and he changed up the zipper a little bit. And he took the new and improved zipper and had the separable fastener, which was issued in 1917. But it really wasn't until 1923 when the B.F. Goodrich Company put the fastener on rubber boots or galoshes. And then in the 1930s, this is my favorite part, the sales campaign. So they're sitting around, they're like, how are we going to sell the zipper? I know. They advocated zippers as a way to promote self-reliance in young children, making it possible to dress themselves. And you think, wait, that is crazy. Like, how are they getting dressed before? But I'm like, think about it. All of the little snaps, all of the little buttons, all of the little hook and eye and hook things. So that is when it happened. They can put their own boots on. They can zip up their boots. They don't have to do all of the little eye and hooks or all of the little buttons or any of that. So children can dress themselves. And that was the big promoter for the zipper. But then in 1937 is when the zipper won out in the Battle of the Fly. And I love this line. It says, among the zippered fly's many virtue was the one that would exclude the possibilities of unintentional and embarrassing disarray. So there you have it. The zipper was made famous because, one, your kids can dress themselves, and two, the flies on the pants would not embarrass you anymore. So that one was kind of a trick question because it kind of came out in like stages. Like it came here, it came here, it came here. So 1923 was the big push with the shoes, and then 1937 is kind of when it made its way into clothing and took off from there. So I would give you both of those answers as being correct. So all right, so our next question is, where are zippers used? And I'm going to put today. Where do you see zippers? Because remember, they started with galoshes, and then when they finally went to the Battle of the Fly in one, is when zippers started really making a huge impact. So where do you find zippers now? Pants. Of course, pants, right? The battle of the fly. Pouches, coats, jackets, tents. Yep. Bags, dresses. Apparel, pants, pillows. Yep, I see that one online. Lots of clothes, blouses, purses, totes, sweaters. Sweaters is another one. Shoes. Yes. I hate it if my boots don't have some zippers on them still. Everywhere. That covers it. There's a few here that I thought of that I haven't seen yet. Oh, there it is. Kathy got it. Sleeping bags. That changed them, right? A sleeping bag. Another one that I often don't think we think about. What about books? Do you see zippers in books? At the Christmas Cookie Club container. Yes, there's a zipper there. So I was thinking of like the books, like the little kids learning books, like learn how to zip, learn how to tie, learn how to button. So there's some zippers in those, but even like journals because it zips around the outside. Another one I haven't seen is like luggage. Well, maybe Linda got that right as I said it because she said pizza delivery bags. Yeah, why would they put that in there? Because they want it to stay warm. They want that heat to stay in there. So luggage, suitcases, duvets. That was a great one too. So basically, zippers are everywhere. Now they've been used, and they're in all different lengths. You have from really short zippers to, I mean, like a sleeping bag is a really, really, really big zipper. Tents is another place that they use zippers that are really, really big zippers. And so all of those zippers have made a really big impact in our lives. Pockets, great one. And sometimes we even put zippers in that don't go to anything. Do you guys ever get zippers like a zipper pocket on your shoes? You open it up and there's really no pocket there. It's just a little zipper. I love Hey Jude fidget quilts. Absolutely. That's a great thing. Just something like those little busy hands to teach them how to do zippers and stuff like that. All right. So our next little Minty is backpacks. Great one. My strong emotion for zippers. And we're thinking of installing them specifically. How do you feel about them? When you say, oh, you're going to have a zipper on this pattern, how do you feel? Okay. Do you love them? Meh, they're okay. Slow and steady, you're going to get it done. I put one in once and never again, or I'm avoiding them. Oh, I love this. Look at this. I love watching this. I thought at first, oh no. We have a lot of people with some real strong avoidance issues. Marcia says she loves installing zippers in the hoop. Now, I'll tell you, I was actually more afraid of that because the first one I did not tape it down and it caught the bottom of the embroidery foot and it like made the whole project a little squampus, and I did have to like get things all laid out. And I did learn if you're putting them in the hoop, then make sure you use lots of tape. That's the thing. So there's a lot of you that love them, like 23 love them. Meh, they're okay. About 18. Oh, Marcia. Okay, I'll try and remember that. Marcia. Slow and steady, we have 17, and then 15 for I put one in once and never again. And there's those 15 of you that are like, nope, I'm avoiding it. I am avoiding it. I'm not going to do it. So that zippers definitely bring out strong emotions. So, okay. let's look at our next one. Oh, another one loves them. All right. So are you ready to put in a zipper? Are you guys ready to learn how? You get to vote either yes or also yes. Yes, Linda says if you don't have a good zipper foot, they are a pain. All right, so let's give it a try. We're going to do, there's one more slide because are you ready to win a zipper pack? Okay, yes or yes, yes, yes. Which one is it? Would you like to win a pack of zippers? Yes. Okay, so I am going to be giving away a package of zippers, and here they are. So if you will comment on Facebook page, so not on Menti, because this doesn't have a place for you to comment, what you would do with this zipper pack. Where are you going to put them? Is it going to be in a skirt? Obviously, it's not going to be a sleeping bag unless you're doing a doll one. But these are the zipper pack from Pretty and Posh, and so it has the zippers with the matching little. It's not a charm. It's like a, you know what it is, little charm, and then also the little tags that can go on your bag. All right, so we'll go ahead and put those in while we get to that, and I'm going to stop sharing our Menti page because we're going to come back and, like was mentioned, there we go. The first thing is your feet. You need a good zipper foot. Now, can you put in a zipper without a zipper foot? Yes, but it's going to be a little bit harder. And so I took a couple of pictures because I knew you'd be able to see them a little bit better this way. And for my baby lock, I had two options on the zipper feet, and they are right here. I have a normal zipper foot. Oh, I should have turned that. Just turn your head. Everyone, you can do this. Can you also do this? And just turn your head sideways and look at those feet. So, you have either I want to call it regular, or I have a narrow one. Okay, so those are the two zipper feet that I have. And we want to look specifically at this one. This is your regular zipper foot. It is an I foot. And if you look at that, there is a bar that goes across just below that I. And that allows you to either install it on the left or the right. And that gives you some options as you work with your zipper. And what you want to be able to do is to have that zipper run under it and to be able to stitch. And it's going to stitch right below that bar. There's like a little cutout, and that's where your stitching will go. Okay, here, let's see if I can show you that. So here's my zipper foot. This is the bar that goes across, and you will either install it on this side or on this side, and your stitching goes right here in this little teeny hole. Can you guys see that? So that's where your needle is going to go up and down. So it's important, like if I am trying to install my zipper on this side, I don't want to try and push it way over because I'm going to hit this zipper foot. So the other thing that I'm going to show you is, so this is on like the right side as I look at the zipper foot, and this is at the left side. So as your zipper goes through, that's what you're looking at. You can choose those. And then here is one other thing to show you guys, and this is the back of the zipper, and this is why the zipper foot works. If you can see right there, kind of where that stiletto is pointing, there is a little ridge, and that ridge allows your zipper to kind of butt up against it, and it's a little bit higher, so it rides above the zipper, and then the rest of the foot holds the fabric down. Okay, so if we look at that, here it is, and we can see like right here, it's got a little ledge. So your zipper is going to ride right along the ledge so that it fills in that space, and then your fabric is pressed down by the rest of the zipper foot. So your zipper will ride right there. Okay. So we are going to install a zipper really quick. And I'm going to show you one that I made. We're just going to make a little bag. We're going to install the zipper. And you can make a bag out of any 4 pieces of fabric. So you need 2 for the front, 2 for the back, and it's going to make a lined bag. And you're going to cut them pretty close to the same. When you cut this, you'll just need a 1/2 inch bigger on your front sides. So, and I also recommend you can either quilt it, you can quilt your front piece, or at least put some stabilizer on there. And so we have some of Kimberbell's fusible backing, or you can use Shape Flex 101, any kind of thing for that. So you want to back it because it's just going to give your bag a little bit of stability. And I was going to press this on and forgot, so we're going to just figure this out. We need all right, so we're going to need like 10 inches of this to press onto our front fabric. So while I'm doing that, do you guys think we should do this next one with reindeer, or should we do the little Christmas trees? Let me know. Christmas trees or reindeer? And I turned, oh, Christmas trees, reindeer. You guys aren't going to be able to decide. Reindeer, 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 trees, trees. I think we're going to go reindeer again. It's looking like. We're going to wait just a second. And I love that you guys are also adding in more places you're going to use those pretty and posh zippers. They are easy to use in the hoop with those Kimberbell projects. And those colors are gorgeous. And I love the tassels. That's what they're called, the little tassels that go with them. All right. I left my iron too long, so it turned off. So okay, so we're gonna iron press these on. All right, so we've got them pressed on, and these are now my lining pieces, and you can see that they're the same size except for the one is a little bit longer. It's about a 1/2 inch longer, and the reason for that is I'm going to cut it and install my zipper. So yeah, tell my family I need this chair's actually pretty comfortable. Yeah, but the koala chairs, I like them because they don't have the sides on them, because I'm always like kind of half on my chair and half off of my chair. So I think that my coworkers are on here. We could tell them they could buy, pitch in, buy me a koala chair for Christmas. Lisa's here, Stacy's here. Kathy's usually on. I think so. Okay. Alice wants to know if there's a theme for tomorrow. I think that she is talking about the club sew-in, and we are going to be, you had me at Soloha. So it is a Hawaiian theme. So we're we're going to be sewing with in our hula skirts and coconut bras. All right, so these are the same size. And the nice thing about this is someone said, what size is this? It doesn't matter. Whatever size you have, you just need a little bit. The one is going to be a 1/2 inch bigger. So these are my front pieces, and I get to decide where I want the zipper. These are the exact same size. These are the same width, but they're a 1/2 inch shorter because that's where I'm going to put this in. And thank you, Elisa. She'll get me anything I want. Perfect. So we're going to decide how far down we want the zipper. So, and you think, oh, it has to go at the top. There's lots of ways you can install a zipper. Like this bag. There you go. It's at the very top. So I can install it like that. But look at this bag. Okay. I can also install it right in the middle. So you get to choose your own adventure on the zippers. And on like this bag, we put it near the top, but it's not right at the top. So you can add it anywhere you want. So I like your thinking. William says, I think she has space for a Solaris. I might have, except remember our machine sale the other days? Well, someone picked up Bruno because we don't talk about Bruno. Bruno snuck in the house. Bruno's like right here. I got one of the Genomes, but it's been fun. It's just a sewing machine. So I'm going to do about 1.5 inches down because that gives me a little bit at the top, but not a ton. So put it down, give it a cut, and I'm going to show you the pieces that I have. Okay. Right here. So I have these 2 pieces for my lining and my back, and they're 1.5 inches. And then I have the pieces for my bag, which are 6 inches, and they're right there. Okay. So you can see those. So now I'm going to install a zipper. And when we get talking about zippers, there are a lot of options. Most of the zippers now are polyester that you're sewing with. So even one like this right here that has these big chunky teeth, they are polyester. When you sew over something like this, I would go slow right where when you get to your teeth, okay? Because your needle can hit right on it. If you get there and you just hand crank that. These ones are kind of called a coil one because they have the teeth coil around and they're really easy to zip over. Now this one is closed at the end, which means it will only go down to there and then it will stop. It has a stop in it. This one also is closed. Find the one that's open. This one. Okay, so this is a nice long one. And this is an open end. And this is like you would have on a jacket, that type of thing where it's going to open up. And so this will zip down. Let's try it. Ready, zip. And then it will open up so that I have 2 halves. Okay, so for these, there's one other type, the invisible zipper. And that's this one. And if you look at this, on the front, the tape goes right up to the edge and you just don't see a zipper. And if you were to look at this zipper, this like regular zipper on the back, it almost looked invisible, but the pull is on the front. Okay, like this. And this one, the zipper part is more on the back with the pull in the front. So you don't see the teeth of the zipper. So there's those 2 things. You kind of install them the same way. It's just what you're going to see when you're all done. And most of the time when you're installing an invisible zipper, you're going to install just maybe a little bit differently so that your fabric butts right up and that you don't have any of the zipper showing. So, but basically it really is the same thing where like this is the same, like they look the same, just the opposite direction. Okay. So for our zipper on our bag, what we're going to do, we're going to come down here and we are going to kind of audition them, and we can choose any color zipper we want. I'm going to choose one of my short ones here. We're going to do this green one. Okay, there it is. So we have a green zipper, and just personal preference, I usually like, have a gray one? The gray's a long one. You'll have to do your own gray. I'm just going to use my short one because I have a ton of shorter ones. Okay, so usually what I do is I kind of will audition it, and I'm going to put my bigger pieces in first, and I want my zipper to be over here. And this is my front of the bag because this is the one that has the stabilizer on it. So I'm going to put this here, and then I'm just going to flip it over. Okay. Now, this particular zipper, when I install it, it doesn't matter where I line it up. As long as it's lined up along the top edge here, it doesn't matter if I start an inch away from this side or 2 inches or whatever. I'm just going to put this down here, and because I'm going to end up cutting off the zipper the exact length I want, I just have to make sure that my zipper pull, when I'm done, ends up in the space. So I'm just going to put this here. Now I want to put my bottom piece so it's right sides together, and then I'm also going to line it up along these edges and the top, so it will look something like that. Okay, so let me hold this up here. So if I was to drop this down, so there it is, and then that's the second layer and the first. So, and this is upside down because when I get done sewing, it's going to be this way, and my zipper will pull from the left to the right as I look at it. Okay, so and we are going to put this down a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. I showed you the zipper foot. Now I don't know what I did with it, because I was going to show you how we put it on there. Luckily, I have another one because I lost one, but I found it again. Okay, so this is the regular size zipper foot, and I am going to kind of bring this up here, and I'm going to say, okay, I've got this all lined up. And I'm going to clip it just to help me hold it exactly in place as I move it over to my machine. And I'm going to decide which side I'm going to sew on. Okay, so I can either sew from this side, or if I turn it over, I can sew from this side. And that's what's easiest for me, is to sew from this top down. Or if I do it this way, I would just turn it and sew from this top down. So, and then that leaves the majority of my fabric on the left of my machine instead of in my throat space. And so for that, I'm going to install my zipper foot on this side. Okay, so I put it on there, put my foot down so it attaches to that. Actually, I'm kidding because that's wrong. We're gonna change it. It's on the other side. We're gonna put it on this side right here. Okay, so as you're looking at it, it would be the right side because then it will sew right here. Confusing myself looking in there backwards. Okay, so as this is all lined up, the zipper foot, the zipper where that ledge is going to ride right along the zipper. Okay, and then it's going to stitch right next to it. So we're going to go ahead and get that started. No, I think I was right. I was right. I'm second guessing myself now. Okay. We're going to bring it over so you can see exactly what I'm looking at here. Okay. So it is on the left side, and it is going to ride right along the zipper, and it's going to sew right next to the zipper. And then this is right pretty close to that 1/4 inch line. You can see my tape right here. That's 1/4 inch. So when I line it up, it will be right there. And I'm just going to sew all along that. That is how you set it up. Okay, so we're going to bring you closer. Ooh, so you can watch how that sews. This is where we're missing our film crew. They've got a great setup for us to be able to see all this. Okay. I'm going to leave that right there because I want to show you guys this. That as that came out, you can see how that is riding right on top of that zipper. That's that zipper foot. Okay. So next we're going to just cut it, take it off, and then we're just going to open up both sides. So you're going to press it that way. We're going to press it this way. And I know that that was one thing that people got confused with, is that they didn't press both sides down and they were like, I don't know how that zipper works. So these are our bottom fabrics. So they're both going to go down. And because I auditioned them, I knew which way they were going. They're both the right way. So that can be a little bit tricky if you're trying to make it work and you're going, the zipper doesn't work. It may be because you've only got one side installed and they both need to go down. So we're going to put them down and give it just, I like to give it a press, but we're just going to finger press it today. And we're going to have it go through again. Now this time, you can either change your zipper on the side or like this, where I just put on this side. We're going to give it a top stitch, but the same part needs to go over the zipper again. So I'm just going to put it down. I'm going to show you this up close so that you can see that that is right on top of that zipper. Okay, that very edge of it. And I just will kind of watch. I don't usually line it up with anything else. I just watch where it's going. And right where my needle's going to hit is right where I want my fabric to go. I do like to lengthen mine a little bit because I like a top stitch that's a little bit longer. And I am just having that go right on the edge. And you can see that that just top stitched that down. So I have that side installed. We're going to do the same thing on this other side. Bring it down here. And if I wanted this to be the outside of the bag, I could do that. If you wanted to mix and match your fabrics, but I don't want to because I want to show you this is directional and I want it this way. And so usually I will lay it right there on the zipper. And then I will just flip it over so that I know exactly where it's going to go. And it's going to line up along this top edge of the zipper. And then this one is going to, we'll also kind of audition this because no one will see this. It will be inside the bag. But if it was a bigger bag or whatever, you just will do this and flip it over. So you kind of audition it, flip it over. And then we are going to sew this. So I do want these sides to match up right there with what I've already sewn. But because I'm doing it this way, this can be clear out here. This isn't even in my way, which makes it kind of nice to do it this way. And give me a couple clips just to help hold it. And believe it or not, our bag is actually like so close to done. And I'm going to show you just how quick it is. So let me bring it over. I just left this the same way. It's going to go right over the top of that zipper. I'm going to make my stitch length smaller again. And then here we go. And our reindeer are the right way. Yay, we don't have to unpick it. All right. So then we're just going to finger press that up, finger press this one up. Remember we have to get them off of that zipper. And then we're just going to top stitch. And I'm going to put that down. It's staying right on top of my zipper foot. And I'm going to lengthen my stitch just a little bit. I like to go up to 3.5. I'll even go to a 4 on that. But it's just kind of up to you what you like. Some people like little stitches. There we go. There we go. So our bag is so close, because now all we need to do for the outside of our bag is bring in our fabric. And we're going to do right sides together with them. So you have to think the front of your bag is going to be right sides with this piece, and your back is going to be right sides with this piece. So I'm just trimming my stabilizer down just a little bit. Okay, so this is the front of my bag. This is the outside of the back outside. Okay, so I'm just going to set it there. And something I like to do first is just line these up, and I'm just going to change out to my regular foot, and I'm going to sew across them. And if you can't always, but if you can, I like to sew clear across the bottom of the bag, and then clear across the bottom of the lining, and then leave my hole in the top of the lining, because if I have throw some change in my bag, most likely, if I don't end up stitching the whole closed completely, it would get lost through the bottom of the bag, but through the top of the bag, it won't. So we're just going to stitch. That may not make sense. We're going to show you. Okay, so we're going to stitch across the whole bottom here. And this is my outside piece, so I don't want any holes in the outside piece. So now I'm also going to stitch across. So this is the back of the bag. Here's where my zipper is. And I'm just going to stitch all the way across this too. But I'm going to hold this one out of the lining out of the way. So this one I'm going to stitch all the way across the top. So now if I'm to show this to you, I could turn this right side out this way. And this is what my bag will look like on the top and the bottom. So I'll have my bag, the zipper, and the bottom, and it's all closed up. Okay. I will show you why you need a hole in the lining. Okay. So next we're going to take our lining piece and we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. We'll do right sides together. I'm matching them so they go, since they're directional, they'll go the right way. And I'm going to sew all the way across the bottom. Just kind of get the outside piece out of the way. And sew all across the bottom. Now when I get to the top, I'm going to leave a hole. So I have my lining piece and I have my top lining piece. And I'm going to sew across here. This one's out of the way. So I'm just sewing those two pieces together. And I'm going to leave about a 3-inch gap because that's where I'm going to turn it. Okay. So we start here. We're going to sew. We're going to back stitch. We're going to cut. We'll come up here and back stitch and sew. Okay. So what we have is about a 3-inch gap right here. Okay, you can see that. You can see in the bag, 3-inch gap. Okay, here's the most important part because you don't want to have to unpick this. You are going to now move your zipper pull into your bag. Okay, I only put shape for this bag. I only did shape flex on the lining or on the outside pieces. You could put it on both of them. You can quilt it if you wanted to quilt the front pieces. You can do that too. It doesn't matter. So we've got the most important part done because my zipper is now on the inside of the bag. So now I'm going to line this all up. I'm just going to put a couple clips here. We've already sewn the bag closed along the top and along the bottom. We sewed the lining piece separate and the outside piece separate, but they're going to line up along this. And what we're going to do now is we're going to just sew the sides and we can sew them at the same time. And then I want to see, we're going to give birth to it twice. Okay, so we're just going to stitch along this side and this side. Okay, so let's bring you back down. And this side is where our zipper pull pulls. So these, if you don't watch, can end up crossed. So just make sure they're nice and flat. And we're just going to do a 1/4-inch seam. You can see how that just went right over that polyester zipper. It doesn't. And this one's just a little bit easier because that zipper is actually closed right there. So it's all lined up. Take our clips off. And now we are going to just cut off our zippers because they're just kind of bulky and we don't want them in the way. So we're just going to trim it like that. You can clip corners if you want to, just like that. And clip Okay. And now comes the magic. You guys ready for this? Let's see if we did it. Kathy, you like my cherry quilt? It's called Mon Cheri, spelled Cheri. So it seemed appropriate. Okay, so we have here, we have our 3-inch gap. So the first time we pull this out, we're going to pull it through there, and we're going to find that we have a bag that looks like our lining. Okay. There's no seams that show. So, but if you look, your zipper pull is on the inside. So we're going to give birth to the bag again. Oh, Bryn, it's coming. That RNK turning tool is coming. We're just going to push this out this way because our corners are going to come out this way. And then we'll grab that RNK turning tool just for Bryn, and we'll poke out our corners. So you do have your lining piece in there. You have your outside piece with your fusible on the back of it. So it's not thick, but it's a little bit bulky. And then in the top corners too, because you want them to look nice and neat. And then one more time, right there on that corner. Okay, so look at that. There's your bag. It's all lined. And my little gap is right here at the top. So I would just take that and either glue it, a little steam a seam, or because it doesn't get seen where it's like even in the bottom of the bag, just take it and like pinch it together so that the seams are, the raw edges are turned in, and just sew across it. So there it is. And you could box the bottom too. Absolutely, if you wanted to. But look at that. Like, it doesn't matter. All you need is the 4 pieces of fabric that are the same size. Basically, the one can be a 1/2 inch smaller. That's where you install your zipper, because so the back is smaller, so it matches the front once your zipper's installed. So look at that. So they can be any size, if you want it for a certain present, anything like that. But hopefully you learned some things about zippers today and installing zippers. And we're going to share, let's see which one it is. We are ready to go to thing number 3. So here we go. So today we have the Pretty and Posh zippers, and hang on, I have a picture of them for you. They are right here. So this is what they look like, and they are on sale at My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, www.mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com, 2 P's and an E. And if you look on there, you can see where it says Deal of the Day. The Pretty and Posh pack. So all of the zippers, all of the tassels, all of the little tags are usually $15.99. Today they are on sale for $12.79. So you can grab those and enjoy all those beautiful zippers. That's a great price, mainly because it not only is it the zippers, it's all of those things to make your bags super, super cute. If you have questions about zippers, let me know. I'll look at real quick and see if we have any things. Hopefully you're not scared of them. Take some time and do something like this where it's just a little bag. It's like, you know, these are scraps that I have, but they happen to be, I can make a bag out of this. Make a bag, and that Pretty and Posh zipper on something would be so cute with a little, just sew your tag on, and your bag can be out of anything. Any questions about zippers? And does anyone have any fears? Yeah, the invisible zipper installations, just, it's a little tricky, but it's not hard. It's a lot of it is the exact same process. I like to baste it first. You just baste it, and you lay that zipper in where that basting line is. So you could put one of those invisible zippers in here. Like I said, it's just a little bit different installation. It's the same thing, but basically the fabric comes up a little bit farther so that you can't see it. I mean, that's if you kind of go down to the little to it, that's what it is. So there's the bag. You can zip it up open. It's fully lined, no seams. So that's what makes it nice, is that you can do that. Okay. Press it down. And if you want to add like a handle or whatever, you can do that. You just would add it in those steps. You can add a little hook with like a D hook if you want to clip it on, or a little clip if you wanted to make it so you have that. Alice asked about lace zippers. Lace zippers, this is what a lace zipper is. Looks like this. The only thing with the lace zipper is you actually do your installation on top. And so what I would do with that actually is I would probably sew my front and my lining fabric together, press them, and then just sew the zipper right over the top, because that would give you the exact same, like you'd have a finished edge, and then you would just put this on and sew across that, and it would be down. So lace zippers, sometimes they're really, really fun, because not only are they beautiful when they're done, but they're a little bit easier. Yeah. So when we did the cookie bag, the nice thing about this is that even though this is round, your zipper was installed completely flat. So that was something that, like actually the first half of that is exactly how we started this. So just think that you could do that. The other kind of zipper we didn't talk about are the zippity doo dones. And they're nice because it already has this done. So you just put your raw edges of your fabric inside there, and then top stitch it down, and it's installed. So those are, if you're really struggling with zippers, that's a nice option too, to just have those with just a top stitch. All right. And Marcia, sewing in circles is hard. It is a little bit tricky, and I just say go slow. If you have a stiletto, I don't know where mine went. It was right here. There it is. If you have a stiletto, it is just going slow and using that to put it in there. And the other thing on these was pinning them. And Heidi's saying just to kind of quarter section it. So if you fold it in half again, then it kind of gets it to you. But also pulling so your circle's flat, and that this is tucked under, and then just pin. And then as you sew it, like I said, I like to sew it this way so that this is not in my way. So my sewing machine would be going here on the outside, and my circle would basically still be flat. Yeah. Marcia says the circles with the binding. Actually, because the binding goes on flat too, it's when you're adding it in here and doing this circle, the last circle around is a little bit tricky. Just go slow. Use a stiletto and get it in there. But if you have questions, let me know. Yep. So this was part of our Christmas club, and I think we are sold out of that. Chris was going to look to see if we had any more. I don't know if we have enough to make full kits. That was the thing. So if you're really wanting that, keep watching to see if they're able to add any more of the Christmas club pattern. It was $59.99 for 4 patterns and some fat quarters that you could kind of mix and match. So yep, it's not sold separately at this time for that pattern, but maybe next year. That's the thing that's kind of nice, is sometimes we'll have some patterns come out. So that one, this pattern is part of the Christmas club that we did this year. Okay. A digital Christmas club, we'll have to look into that. I know that we have a lot of people We have a lot of embroidery enthusiasts. We have a lot of sewing enthusiasts. Sometimes one doesn't like the other. So we'll have to look. All right. Any other questions? It doesn't look like it. So with that, we're going over. This is like a Chris one. So we will hope you guys have a great weekend. We will see you back here with Chris on Monday. And for those of you in the club, we'll see you at 6 a.m. to say Aloha. Bye-bye.